Throughout the history of humanity, from its beginnings and in its different cultures, innumerable beings have been invented, inspired by real animals, these with exaggerated and fantastic aspects that we call mythological animals. Nevertheless, you would be surprised that some of these beings are real, and I will show them to you here in the 5 mythological monsters that exist in real life. Number 5. Giant sea snakes. In many cultures, the giant sea serpents are present among the mythological animals, telling stories where they sink ships and devour people. There is a fish in the form of a giant snake to which the animal is attributed. It is called Oarfish. The oarfish is a species of eel or giant snake. As we mentioned before, it is difficult to see in the surface since it usually lives up to 1 kilometer of depth. And species of this fish have been found that measure up to 15 meters in length, a considerable size for a mythological animal. Number 4. The unicorn. When you listen to the word unicorn, it is for sure that it comes to mind a white horse with a unique spiral horn out of its forehead. However, the unicorn that exists in real life is a little far from this fantasy version, and its name is Okapi. Although a bit far from being a unicorn since it has 2 horns, the Okapi is a relative of the giraffe instead of the horse. Nevertheless, around him it has reinforced the myth of a supposed unicorn in Africa. Since it was difficult to find, it was not until the year 1900 that it was possible to study closely this particular animal. Number 3. Dragons. At present, there are reptiles that could be worthy relatives of dragons. They only lack wings and the ability to spit fire. Despite this, there is a real dragon on Earth, and this is the Kimono Dragon. The Kimono Dragon is a very dangerous predator, hunting beasts that are much larger than it, but making use of its best weapon, its bite. Its lethal bite is due to its saliva, which is impregnated with strong necrotic bacteria, which causes an almost immediate necrosis in the animal that it attacks. The dragon patiently waits for the animal to die from its terribly infected wound, and later to eat it. Perhaps it does not spit fire, but spits venom. Number 2. Vampires. Vampires, those hematophagus living dead. It is hard to believe that a mythological creature like this exists in real life, and this is no one else than the famous flying fox. It is not for less that at some point this animal was considered a true vampire, with everything we know about them, since the Philippine flying fox can reach a wingspan of up to 2 meters in length, making it the largest flying mammal. For your peace of mind, there is nothing to fear. This animal is really docile, and although there are species of bats that suck blood, the diet of the flying fox is shaped by fruits and insects, so you have nothing to fear from it. Number 1. The basilic. The basilic is a mythical being that has certain variants, since it is present in different ancient cultures. However, one of the most common and one which we will refer to here is the version of the basilic as the giant lethal snake that kills with the look. In real life, it's similar to the anaconda. Despite not killing with the eyes, being in front of an anaconda would be a real danger. These giant snakes have their whole bodies to choke and suffocate their prey by constricting their victims. Zero Zone. The Charybdis. Arriving at Zero Zone, we have a very particular mythological monster that belongs to the Greek culture. This time, we talk about Charybdis. This mythological monster is very mysterious. Its habitation supposedly lies in the Straits of Messina in Sicily. Its shape is similar to that of a giant octopus, considering that it has a set of teeth much more lethal than an octopus. In Greek mythology, this monster is accompanied by Scylla, another monster of this mythology. Today, there are few sightings that have been made of Charybdis. It is believed that its natural habitat is in the depths, And it's not surprising, since that in the depths of the sea, it is believed that there are still many species to be discovered.